Hey guys, it's MusicTechHelpGuy, and in this video, I'm going to do an unboxing and review of the TONOR TC20 mic bundle. So this includes the TC20 microphone, as well as a bunch of accessories. Now this is a real cheap budget mic at only $60 US for the entire bundle, but I'll give it a fair shot. So let's check out what's inside. All right, let's open this up. We got our instructions, and then we've got the TC20 microphone itself here. It's actually quite a small microphone. And one thing I was interested in is whether I can open this up and see what the electronics look like on the inside. It seems like it's completely glued together, so good luck getting that open. We have the shock mount for the mic. So this is like a tension hold shock mount. So you just have to sort of pull this apart, slip your mic in, and then let go and it holds it in place. So that's pretty nice. We've got the desk clamp that holds the boom arm. And then we have the boom arm itself. I probably won't be using this at all for this video. I'm just going to be using a standard mic stand. But I've owned a couple of TONOR boom stands for my desk, and they're quite sturdy, especially for the price. So that's nifty. And then in the bottom of the box, we also have a windscreen, which I'll probably be using for my voiceover. A pop filter, if you're doing any sort of studio recording or singing or anything like that. And then lastly, they give us a free XLR mic cable and some TONOR zip ties. So that's a nice touch. So here's what the mic sounds like on my speaking voice. No EQ, no compression, no processing whatsoever. It is a side addressed mic, so you're going to want to talk into it from the side, from the front, not from the top, as I've seen some people do on the internet. The windscreen is quite nice if you're using this for YouTube or gaming or podcasting or anything like that. If you're doing any sort of studio recording, the included pop filter is also quite nice. I'm actually quite impressed with the accessories that come along with this $60 mic. But yeah, that's what it sounds like on my voice. Let's try it out on acoustic guitar and singing vocals. So at this point, I'm like, hey, this actually sounds pretty good on acoustic guitar. Good job, TONOR. It's pretty decent sounding for a $60 mic. Well, this all changed when I tried to record vocals. Requiem for a stranger. I can't believe her. How could she die at such an age? A suicide without a base to save her life. So yeah, especially at the end there, the mic is overloading like crazy. And I'm only singing like in my mid-range. These aren't even like my loudest notes. And, you know, of course I'm thinking, oh, I must have turned up the mic preamp gain too high or something like that. So I look at the waveform in Logic. It's not clipping. And then I go to my preamp and I pull down the gain to like 1/4 volume and I record it again. And this is what I get. How could she die at such an age? A suicide without a base to save her life. Yep, the mic is still overloading. It's not the preamp overloading. It's not the recording that's clipping. The microphone is still overmodulating, even with a very low preamp gain setting. Now, to be honest, TONOR has sent me 4 microphones so far, only 2 of which I've actually chosen to review, if you include this one. I reviewed the Q9 USB microphone a little while back. It was actually quite a nice sounding USB mic for the price. This one's comparably priced. It's actually a little cheaper than the Q9. 2 of the mics they sent me were just so cheap that I really couldn't use them for anything. I mean, the only other purpose I could think of would be like video conferencing or something like that. But the TC20, I mean, it's not a great sounding microphone. It definitely doesn't stand up to any, you know, higher end studio condenser or even any mid-range studio condenser. But, you know, you get what you pay for. If you're looking for a budget mic that's not going to break the bank, that's under $100, that you can use for sort of general purpose applications, it'll work out just fine. I don't recommend it as a studio condenser for music, because I have a feeling that the capsule in this thing is actually a small format electret capsule rather than a full-size capacitor capsule like you'd see in other studio mics, which is why the sound to me is a bit underwhelming. You can process it a bit, as you saw in the musical examples, but if you're looking for, you know, a budget studio mic, just save your money. Save up a couple $100, $200 or $300, and check out like a Rode NT1 or any of the Lewitt mics in that range. They're all really great starter mics. Now, I will give TONOR credit where credit is due. They've definitely listened to their user base and their reviewers. The mic has a noticeable high-end peak in the high and mid-range. You can see this on the frequency chart on the website. This is probably to increase vocal clarity and diction. I'm assuming a lot of people who are buying a mic like this are probably not seasoned audio professionals, so they're probably not doing much processing on their voice, so that's certainly helpful. So if you want to check out the TONOR TC20, I'll leave links in the video description below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.